Hello, welcome to the ComicLink Original Art Auction for September 2015. Going forward, I will try to cover the original arts, give a recap of the result along with the comic books because there are so many great looking pieces that it's worth documenting, at least for myself. First up is Doctor Strange, page 19. Dan Atkins, $1,200. What beautiful page. One of these days, I would definitely do a Dan Atkins spotlight. Well worth the effort someday. Beautiful. 1,200 bucks. Next, we have a great looking John Buscema page. Under $1,000. Is it cheap? I don't know. There was a whole bunch of Buscema pages, but I click on this one. For example, it's 1,000, but as with original art, when you're dealing with specific artists like Buscema, most likely Silver Surfer is gonna be his most prized pages, as in this page, almost 9,000. Okay, Silver Surfer 7, much more expensive than his work in Avengers, and much more expensive than his work on Conan. You can find Conan pages often for under $400. And here is a page from Silver Surfer, but as you can see, there's no surfer on this page. So even though it's from a surfer issues, without the surfer on the page, it's only 1,400. Okay, hopefully it'll give you an idea of how to gauge prices on original arts. The characters make a big difference on prices. And here is Silver Surfer 14 with Buscema and Dan Atkins. This one is 15,305 because you have a battle scenes, okay? A battle scenes with a lot more, especially when you have Spider-Man on the cover as well. So you got the double whammy there. Beautiful piece. 15,000. And here's a Conan. This is for Damien, who is a big Conan fan of John Buscema. As you can see, 800. That's actually a pretty good price for a Conan page, I believe. I've seen them often for cheap, especially if you get the original art from the magazine and not the comic books. So Damien, if you want to get a piece of original art, if you want cheaper prices, focus on the magazine pages. This one here is for Dr. Von Schiller, his man Sal Buscema with Vince Coletta. Look at that. Falcon. See, this page would have worth a lot more. Well, for this book, the pages that had Captain America is definitely worth more than just the Falcon. And of course, worth even more if you had both the Falcon and Captain America. But 413, that's a very reasonable price. And look at this one. Next up, Sal Buscema, splash page, beautiful. 5,300. There you go. You get a splash page. That's one component why it's so expensive. And then you throw in, of course, Action and Captain America, and you get a real strong price, 5,300. Iron Fist, John Byrne. Beautiful page. Look at that. Wolverine. $10,750. Wow. John Byrne, Marvel, early Marvel works are always very expensive. His stuff over at DC are much more affordable. She-Hulk cover. This one is awesome. Okay, I think this is one of his best She-Hulk covers. Look at this. Look at the price. 12,500. But just look at the logo. Awesome. You got Wolverine, Punisher, Spider-Man, She-Hulk. 12,500 for fairly modern covers. And then here's an example of a John Byrne piece over at DC Action Comics, $8.29, only $450, and it has Superman action scene with Dark Side or Dark Seal. I have never heard of this inker, but I like it. It's definitely unique as far as his inking style, but I like it. For 450 bucks, not bad. Here is one of the few Nick Cardy original page, a cover of Ghost. Just look at this beautiful Nick Cardy cover of Ghost 24, and the price is $2,100. Steve Ditko, Spider-Man 25, page 18, 32,000. Any Ditko page, Spider-Man is going to fetch premium over any other page out there. Ditko and Spider-Man, top of the price list. Look at that. Real clean piece. Classic Steve Ditko right there. And here is something unusual for Steve Ditko, an eerie number 4, a splash page nonetheless. Only 10,000. Only 10,000. But look at that. That is awesome. That is great Steve Ditko horror. Fantastic. Love me black and white magazine pages. They look great with the gray shading. One of the few Frank Frazetta piece, $47,000. Wow, it's gorgeous, beautiful, sexy. Look at that. Oh, mine. Insane. 47,000. Beautiful. One of my favorite unknown artists out there, Jose Gonzalez. Under $1,000 for a Vampirella page. Beautiful. Great stuff. This one's for John, Dr. Vanchilla again, with Kane. A Tale of Suspense 89. Just look at this one. 12,250. Great action. Red Skull and Capped in action. Oh, mine. And then you have X-Men covers. 79. 36,000. I love looking at original arts, especially, how it was put together. It's so crude with tapes and a lot of cut and paste back in those days, right? Just look at that. Great drawing. The Kobo Man. Here's a doozy. Daredevil Annual Number 4 by Kane and Jansen. 22,250. You see the logo cut and paste and glue on. A little correction there on Mariner. There's so many Jack Kirby, so I could have go all day on all the Jack Kirby pages that they had in this auction, but I picked out the best, which is the Fantastic Four 55, page 16, Kirby and Sinnott. Look at that. Sinnott inking is just beautiful. It just make everything pop. His lines are just awesome. A nice page. 25,000. One of my favorite modern artists that I love, Jay Lee. There were so many pieces of his work in this auction as well, but I picked up my favorite for $1,300. Look at this. Jay Lee is incredible, very talented. I love his work. Dare I say, I like it even more than Jim Lee. This is the bargain of the night. I'm a big Gray Morrow fan, especially paintings and covers, and this Dark Horse Present 54 cover is only 267. Look at this. This is awesome. I would pay that amount easy and frame it. Look at that. Beautiful work. What a steal, in my opinion. George Perez had a ton of work also. As in, every auction have a lot of George Perez work because George Perez did a lot of work and his work is fairly affordable. Okay, I wouldn't say cheap, affordable, because look at this. Infinite Crisis, page 10, 375. Gorgeous page. Look at the detail. I love it. Look at that. For 375, hell yeah. Who doesn't want that piece, huh? I take it for 375. Spider-Man 69, page 12, John Romita. Oh my, 26,000. Kingpin, Spider-Man, action. For 26,404. My man, Bill Sinkovich, $1,300 for this beautiful Elektra sketch. Love it. Man, it's beautiful. I need to get myself a sketch like this one of these days. Another Sal Buscema, this one teaming up with Bill Sinkovich for Spectacular Spider-Man. $740. You can get this beautiful splash page. Let's look at the details. Personally, I really like Sal Buscema when he transformed at this later part of his career. His work changed vastly. Not for many, but for me, I liked it. Here is a beautiful page by one of the X-Men artists I'm not a big fan of, Mark Silvestri. I have a love and hate relationship with Mark Silvestri work. Sometimes his work looks great and sometimes it looks sloppy. But for this, there's nothing to complain about this page. Beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous, look at that. That is great. $4,652. I'm not the only one that think it's great. the one the Sorenko rarely have much stuff in auction, but here is a pinup for 935. Pretty cool looking pinup. Some kind of alien holding a crossbow. Look at that. Beautiful. Just under $1,000. You can have that piece hanging on your wall. Barry Windsor Smith, early Conan, issue 7, page 9, went for 8,200. Just look at this beautiful page. Tons of details. Clean. Beautiful. Look at that. That's great. Classic early Barry Smith. Before his name was Barry Windsor Smith. I did not know that he did any Vampirella, but here is a page from Vampirella. Let's look at the details in the back. I love this. This is awesome. This is still, in his pre his evolve into something more classical, but this still had that Kirby-ish look. It's early. It's 1971 for 1855. And here is an unpublished piece by Barry Smith for 7,100. Gorgeous. The detail on this piece is just awesome. Just look at that. I had to look at every little piece from the sword to the arm. Beautiful. Just look at all the details. Awesome. Just awesome. If you don't like that, I'm not sure what you would like. Here is a beautiful splash page from House of Mystery for $9,200. Last but not least, this is the last for this video. Just look at this. And that's it, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the recap of the original art portion of the ComicLink September auction. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.